In the current podcast episode that I have up, I talk about the dilemma of the part of us that wants freedom and the part of us that wants closeness. And I teach a practice which is so beautiful, and I'd love to share it with you. You can use this practice anytime that you have two parts of yourself that are kind of in conflict. One part of you that wants something and another part of you that wants something else. So let's even practice it together. You might want to take a minute now and just think about two kind of conflicting parts of you. One that wants one thing and one that wants another. And we're going to do a practice that I call holding both. Because isn't that such a big piece of wisdom, is to be able to hold both, hold all, hold the different parts and make space for them. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I'd like you to imagine that you are a parent. And I'd like you to imagine that these two parts of you are your two kids. So let's take the first part. Just picture this first part of you and think of what it wants, and think about its kind of like life journey, that part of you, how the pain that you have experienced in your life because of this part of you, and the beauty that you've experienced in your life because of this part of you, and the value, most of all, of this part of you. This part of you is your child. So imagine this part of you being like a little kid, and maybe on your right knee, just sitting there, and you put your arm around this part of you. You just stay there and let it stay there. You just kind of value it for what it is. And now think of the opposite part, the conflicting part, the different part, also your child. And think about the pain that it has experienced because of this part of itself, and the joy and the empowerment that it's experienced. And just think about its life path, and it's your other child. And put this child on your other knee. And now you have these precious, wounded, powerful, beautiful, tender, authentic parts of you that are your kids, going out into the world with you as the parent. And put your arm around both of these kids, the kid on your right and the kid on your left. And just let yourself hold them and feel both. Don't heal, don't fix, just treasure and value these two parts of you. Just take a moment. You could pause this to do it. And see what that feels like to hold both. Anytime you have two parts of you that are in conflict, try this process, because it'll bring you compassion and wisdom.